and entertainment on TVRC. My name is Oyedo Kwari doing Samuel, as you've known, and with my co-presenter.
Felicia Chinyere Ebere.
Yeah. And today the topic before us is comedy as an antidote for depression. What do you mean by depression? What are the types of depression and what are the causes of depression, and how is comedy an antidote to depression? So Felicia,
Yes, please.
what do you understand by depression?
Okay, depression to me is it's actually the mental state of every individual's. Majorly, it's connected to it's pointed down, like connected to the mood of an individual. Whether most times in a lower state, especially when one is really down to some mental issues. Some
Due to some
emotional
conditions,
issues,
right?
exactly. So and as well, it's also known as bipolar disorder. So and this could actually get to be connected to issues like circumstances surrounding the individual. And so we have them in different types. We have them in the natural type of, natural type of depression, whereby individuals are, on their own. They never just wanted to really be in a happy mood.
Just
Those
eat themselves for
individuals,
nothing.
exactly, they just self hatred.
Feel moody.
Exactly, self anger,
Not
and
else.
and most times these are the things that leads to bipolar disorder, which is well known as depression. And as well, it could be circumstantial issues to depression too, in a state whereby a lot of persons are attached to their situations surrounding them, and then they tend to be depressed. It could be individuals being abused. It could be individuals that had personal emotional issues, and then these are things that can as well lead to depression, which are actually circumstantial. And then it's these issues too, but this circumstantial depression can as well lead to clinical depression, whereby the individual will be referred to psychotherapists out there where person can be helped. And these individuals too, in their own way, if they are not well taken care of or attended to, this can actually escalate and then affect people around them. So depression itself it's a mental state of an individual. The mental state of which is really negated to their emotions and everything.
So, viewers at home, I think you are getting to know what depression is all about and the type of depression we have. But okay, let's now go to this. What are the causes? What do you think are the causes of depression that we have? What are the causes of it?
As I said earlier, it could be natural cases too, circumstantial cases, and clinical cases. And also, let me just add to this too. Age can be one of the factor. Some individuals, maybe because of their age, they are depressed, maybe have to fear, death might come at any time, and then issues like that are relating to that particular issue. As well, then the aspect of conflict, it could be family conflict, marriage conflicts that can also lead to depression, that causes of depression. In some marriages, some persons have some issues that surrounds them that can actually negate their health and leads to bipolar disorder. And then as well, death and loss of individuals, maybe family relations too, can as well lead to depression, even gender as well. Some individual would feel okay because this person is a male and has better opportunities than she who is a female, So gender causes too can as well lead to bipolar disorder. And then other cases too that can also lead to it is a disowned anger. You understand? Disowned anger in the sense that where individuals may just see things happening around within them, maybe in their own environment, maybe within the family sometimes, that individuals tend to just be angry personally, and either angry about what is happening around or personal anger within himself, and then instead of the individual trying to say it or discuss with somebody close to him or her, tends to populate or bottle it within himself or herself, and this as well can as well lead to clinical issues too. And then a lot of it to mention a few. So even it also leads more with being cut off from emotions, you understand. So a lot of persons have these emotional issues too that can also lead to depression. Some persons may have issues with their partners, and then instead of discussing it, they tend to keep it to themselves. These are issues that it so boils down to individual emotions that have been just nurtured, kind of punctured, kind of. So that's
Well,
what it
also, let me add this one to that, because we have abuse, physical and sexual or emotional abuse can also make someone to be vulnerable to depression
exactly.
later in life, and that means that we should be preventing anything that might cause us to be vulnerable to depression, because the depression at times it just be like you are tired of the whole world,
Exactly.
like the whole world is against you.
Exactly.
Okay, who is by my side? I don't. Then you will feel like you are being rejected,
Exactly.
even from your family, from members, from the community, and that's why some people will just feel like committing suicide,
Exactly.
which is outrageous,
Exactly.
and if this thing is not being taken care of on time, it will lead to what you don't expect.
Exactly.
Because at that time, I watched a video of a man, and that should be last week. It happens last week. The man is, you know that the man is not rich, the man is okay. Because in that video, I think the video should be going viral. The man really apologized to his children and wife that he wants to commit suicide, and he knew that this thing is not good, but that people just take him as a liar, that people don't longer believe him again,
Exactly.
that there is no, as in, wherever he goes, is all about persecutions. And that is why he intended, and at the end of the day, committed suicide.
It's very bad.
It's a very bad thing. Now let's go to the main topic of today's program. How do you think comedy can serve as an antidote to this depression of the thing?
Yeah, when it comes to comedy itself, it's a medium, a medium where that elicits joy, laughter, understand, and then it's the way it boosts the human immune system. Yes, because as I said, the depression itself, is actually goes within the individual. There's something that's happening within the individual's body,
And it's deadly.
yes, actually. So it's something that's it's from within. So if joy can as well come from within, comedy serves another better way to elicit that joy, and then lessen depression and on every individual. So comedy itself, it's a very powerful means of promoting joy. Promoting a healthy living, especially for individuals who are depressed out there. So comedy, it reduces stress. Then it boosts human body immune, exactly, a lot of things it does to the body, human body's functioning. So in fact, it's also boosts the brain functionalities too. So mentally, and then the individual is able to think rightly. A lot of things that we do with our body system and body system too, that really endangers our health. So if we try to spice it up with little of this shows, like these comedy shows, it will help boost a better living.
Have you seen a scenario whereby the person is crying, right? The person is crying bitterly, profusely, and just watch, and at the same time, so an occurrence just happened like comedy, and then just busted into laugh.
It's possible. There's this chemical in the body.
Yeah, it's just a ruse.
Exactly, it quenches that of anger,
yes,
pain, and then it elicits joy immediately. So it's just more of this sensory and motor neuron system. So it connects to individual mental health or state health.
Yeah, so viewers at home, just with editor, just a piece of advice to us outside there that are depressed. Please, comedy is one of the antidotes that you can use to suppress this anger, to compress it. And even at the same time, we say that it lessens your stress.
Exactly.
It lessens your stress, and you feel happier. The essence of watching comedy is that to laugh. And to make you happy.
Aside that, do you know that it's not until you go for a comedy show
yes,
before
yes,
you can as well make yourself happy.
Yes.
It's an individual thing. So naturally, I talked about the natural aspects. So individuals can elicit joy within yourself. You can make yourself happy, because we have individuals that never want to even be happy. They don't. There's no height. Go to comedy show, they can never just be happy. So it's a way they can as well correct that state too. So they can make themselves happy. People around you, anything can make you happy.
Comedy as communication.
Yes, comedy is where that's joy, that's action,
yes,
that's reaction it gives, that's that aspect of you laughing. So anything can be so
just a
funny to
comic
me.
reaction
Exactly,
from
so
it could be from animals.
exactly anything. You
It
just
could be from
try to
animals.
identify that which can actually give you joy if you're the type that really want to manage depression. So as well, if you don't want to go through, if that's gotten to, because if it is being depression, if it is being managed in a minimal stage,
Yes.
it will not get to the severe aspect
Severe
whereby
aspect.
the person needs to consult a therapist. But if you've seen individuals who are actually going through this state of depression, the better way you can help the individual is to make referrals and then refer the person to clinical therapists out there where the person can be helped. And then you see other things that you can make the person, can actually give the person joy, especially these are elderly ones, this aged individuals that are actually going into their getting older, and then they have this fear of the unknown. So if we can make ourselves happy, we can make referrals to individuals out there. So
I will add a title to your title today. That's a counselor.
it's fine.
Well, you are good at that. So viewers at home, you've had it all from my co-presenter, Mr. Perry, and you've had it all. This is an advice, this is a piece of advice from TVRC, especially from nature and entertainment presenter.
Exactly.
Make sure that you watch comedy. It's not until you go to film house, you go to the
Make yourself happy.
just
Make yourself happy. It's
See,
not expensive.
nothing worth you taking your life. Nothing worth it. Nothing worth it. And our life is very, very, very what is very important.
Very
And
vital.
any other thing?
Nothing.
I guess we've already exhausted our time already.
Yes, and I know we got the point.
Yes. So here's where we draw the curtain today on nature and entertainment on TVRC. Do join us next time. Same station.
Bye.
Bye.